The coming-of-age short film opens with an extreme long shot of the car driving along the road, behind a herd of sheep. This type of shot has been used to show the setting to the audience, as well as show the boy who is hanging out the car window while it is moving, to highlight his childishness. The extreme long shot follows the conventions of a short film opening with a shot, which helps establish the setting to the audience who are watching the film. Non-diegetic music is played over this with a very fast tempo to show the characters to be happy. The title then appears on the screen in big, bold letters while the movie is still running in the back. The shot then cuts to a scene where the group of boys are again seen being silly by eating the products within a supermarket without purchasing them. They are seen throwing the food in each other's mouths, showing them to be irresponsible. They are presented to be a nuisance to the audience, as they are heard swearing at the cashier while she is helping them. The non-diegetic music continues, which emphasizes how happy they are when they are around each other. This short film follows Todorov's narrative theory, as the film begins at initial equilibrium point, where no problems are present within the storyline. The music stops abruptly when it cuts to a long shot of one of the male characters who is having sex with a girl. This allows the film to incorporate typical themes and issues which a coming-of-age film would explore. This particular scene has been included in the movie to show the teenager characters to be growing up. In a mid-shot, Sven is seen being immature towards a girl whose boyfriend is right beside her. He says, "We could have been good together," as they walk away, which provokes a fight in which Gidge is hit on the head with a brick. The camera movement within this scene is very fast, as well as the jump cuts which have been used to show the violence within the characters' lives. The setting of this scene is outside a shop, which seems to be a rundown street where no pedestrians are present. This is a typical setting for a coming-of-age film, as this location is often linked to the youth. A shot of Gidge is then cut to, showing him in a hospital bed due to the hit on the head. As it was Sven's remark that started the fight, he feels guilty, gets emotional, and cries. Non-diegetic, slow-paced music begins to play to present the downhill turn in his life has taken due to the events. He is also seen in the hospital beside Gidge for a large portion of the film. This shows his loyalty towards him. A voiceover is used to allow the audience to know what the character is feeling, which is conventionally used within a coming-of-age short film. Using Vladimir Prop's character theory, we can identify Sven to be the villain, where Gidge is a victim of his mistakes. A mid-shot is used to show the dull, blank face on Sven's face, while everyone else is enjoying themselves. It shows him to be concerned for Gidge, showing that he genuinely regrets what he has caused. It allows the audience to see that he has learnt from the incident, allowing the audience to now sympathize for both him and Gidge. Low-key lighting has been used to show the uneventful lives of which Gidge and Sven will live until Gidge gets better and is able to leave the hospital. Also, as he is located in a bar, it allows the coming-of-age themes of alcohol to be addressed, as alcohol is typically associated with teenagers who are gradually growing up. A cutaway flashback is shown to contrast against the uneventful lives of which they are currently living. Gidge is seen tackling Sven to the ground in a field, which shows their innocence and childishness, which they once were able to have. Natural lighting is used, which divergences against the low-key lighting used in the previous scene. The non-diegetic jolly music, which was played at the start of the film, begins to play again. In a mid-shot, Gidge is seen being assisted in trying to float in the pool which they are in. This shows him to have become dependent on other people due to the fight. This makes the audience sympathize for him. Also, Sven is seen beside him in a two-shot. This shows them to have a very close bond, as they are often seen together. The theme of friendship is therefore explored within the coming-of-age short film. This scene's pace is shown to be very slow compared to the flashback previously seen of them in the field. This is portrayed through the long takes, lowering the speed of the shots and lack of dialogue and sound. A mid-shot is used to show the group of boys walking through the halls of the hospital with beer bottles in their hands. This shows them to be irresponsible, as opposed to going to support their friend, they are using it as an opportunity to get drunk. This makes the audience despise these characters and feel sympathetic for Gidge, who is interrupted from his conversation with a man by his friends. A shot of our shot is used to show how Gidge is growing up by being sober, whereas it contrasts against Sven's worried face that Gidge will never be the same, as they will never be able to be as good of friends as they used to be. A long shot is used to show Gidge playing basketball while in a wheelchair with other disabled people. It shows how he is restricted because of the incident. However, he is trying to maintain his regular life. Sven is then seen in the audience, where he is the only one who is making noise while the game is going on. This shows how he does not know how to react, being unaware of his surroundings. This shows him to be immature, however he is being supportive of his friend. It shows the audience the strength of their friendship. Also visible in the shot is two mothers who turn to look at Sven, showing his inconsiderate, overly excited cheer in front of everyone. A close-up shot is then cut to, showing Sven kissing a girl. He then begins slamming her against the wall and getting a little more passionate than she had hoped. This displays the anger within him because he is no longer able to spend time with his friend in the way that he used to. She then says, "Take it easy," and leaves the room. The red filter which is added to this scene represents the danger he is towards other people. In the last scene, the two boys are seen smoking marijuana. This use of drugs in coming-of-age films is conventional, as teenagers are seen to be experimental with substances such as alcohol and drugs. They are both seen to be socializing and bonding together. A long take is being used in order to maintain the realism effect to the film. Levi Strauss's binary opposition theory can be applied here, as Gidge was seen to be the responsible one within the film. However, he is the one who is seen smoking first.